Damn, you all played my ass. I did not see that coming. Deb, full disclosure, I love you. I was coming for you.
I love you,
But you got
Collin.
me. Damn, oh, you guys got me good. Shit.
You're the bomb, Collin.
That was awesome. That was well played. Well
You're
played.
really good. That's why I came for you.
Hey, it's a compliment. It's a compliment. I love you all.
It's a big compliment. Yes.
Damn.
All right, Collin, you've played a great game.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, the tribe has spoken. Thank you so much.
Game, Collin.
All right, just because you think you're in the bottom doesn't mean there's a big blindside coming. All right, I'm gonna get you guys prepared for the next immunity challenge. You don't need to prepare anything for this one. All right, I'll give you 5 minutes to internalize. Good luck. Top 6.
Since during tribal council is when Deb was trying to tell everyone that I'm on the minority, I had to make a drama that I'm really going home so that Collin will not smell the blind side that the votes are coming in his way. So that in case an idol gets played, so in case that his idol will not be played and he will go home directly.
I was on board with voting Collin out just because I didn't really have an alliance with him. And for the third time, I will say that voting Collin out will not hurt my game. So it was an easy vote for me.
Okay, so moving on.
At least in this group chat with Matt and Jamie, I brought up the idea that we should send Collin home. I don't think he'll see it coming, and I think that it's just something that has to happen in order for my game to advance and keep advancing.
It was time to get Collin out, and I didn't even think it would take much convincing. I just needed to tell my alliance that Collin wanted to vote out Matt and Sophia, and then it was just like, okay, Collin, definitely Collin, let's go for Collin.
But the interesting part is I also chat with Sophia, and she told me that she would vote out Collin. So obviously, the idol will be flush without for no reason. But I did not talk to Deb about it because I want it to be flush anyway, so that she doesn't have any more bullets that she can play on the next round.
Matt, you dirty dog. That was brilliant. That was absolutely stinking brilliant. We got Collin out and you made me throw my idol away. You knew. I know now you playing me. Okay, I'm ready for you now, baby. Come on.
And I knew that the majority was going to be on Collin, but I had both Deb and Hez thinking that I had, I think I said that I had Jumed in on the vote and that we were going to get out Collin together and that we were going to deflect the Deb votes. But I knew the whole time that this was going to be on Deb, and I felt bad about it because Deb trusted me and she told me that she had her idol and she told me that she had her safety without power. And at this point, now that she played the idol too, I was the one that told her to play both of them, knowing that she didn't need to. And I think that's helpful for me going forward.
All right, guys, we're not gonna slow down anymore because we're on top 6. All right, here we go. We are going to proceed to our next individual immunity challenge. All you need for this round is your voice. Just your voice. All right, because this challenge is a category game. All right, so here's how it's gonna go. I am going to show you a series of categories, and that person will choose a category and sing a song with a lyric related to that category. Once they have validated the song, she can choose someone to go next. It doesn't matter. There is no order for this. You can go back and forth with one person. Everything clear? If you have mentioned a word that is already mentioned, and if you've mentioned a same song, or if you did not mention a word related to it, if you've mentioned the word of the category itself, doesn't count. All right. For each turn, you will be given 20 seconds for each turn. If by any chance the category goes longer, I will decide if we're going to move on to another category or not. All right. I'll set up the clock. Okay. All right, 20 seconds on the clock. And category is places. Sophia, go.
If I can make it there, I'll make it. Anywhere, it's up to you. New York, New York.
All right, next person. Who do you want to sing next?
Let's hear Deb sing.
All right, Deb, 30 seconds.
All right.
20 seconds.
I'm ready. Philadelphia freedom, shine on me. I love it. Shine
All right.
a light.
All right, for this, I'm sorry. Let me also add an instruction. If you've already mentioned the word, you can already proceed to giving the next name that who you want to play.
Oh, but I wanted to sing.
All right,
Okay.
that's okay though. You can sing it, but it's not necessary to mention the whole song. You just have to
Matt.
mention the word related to it.
Okay.
All right, who's the next player?
Matt.
All right, 20 seconds.
It's a party in the USA.
Next.
Hazel.
All right, 20 seconds.
My milkshake brings all the boy to the yards, and damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you, but I have to charge.
All right, next player.
Jumed.
Jumed.
That's funny.
20.
How come every time you come around my London Bridge, wanna go down like London, wanna go down like London, wanna go down like...
All right, next player.
Jamie.
My house in Budapest, my hidden treasure chest, golden grand piano.
All right, next player. Jamie, who's the next player? Jamie, you're on mute. Sorry.
Sophia.
All right. 20 seconds.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
All right.
That one. Okay.
Is Margaritaville a real place though?
It's a state
A restaurant.
It is a restaurant. I don't know. It's okay if it doesn't count. I just thought that if yard counted, it might.
Because yard is specifically a place. So
That's okay.
and Margaritaville is I will not count it. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
All right. Sophia is out of the challenge. We are playing with 5 left. Our next category will be starting from Jamie. Jamie, the category is colors. All right, colors. All right, 20 seconds on the clock and go.
Oh, the pink skies. Na, 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 na.
All right, next person. Wait, who's the next player?
Yeah, Jamie, you pick someone.
Hazel.
All right, 20 seconds.
I'm a Swiftie, so losing him was blue like I've never known.
All right, next player.
Matt?
20
And
seconds.
it was all yellow. Jumed.
Jumed, 20 seconds.
Green, green grass of home.
All right, next player. Jumed, next player.
Oh, Sophia.
I'm out.
Sophia's out.
Sorry, Deb.
Red, red wine.
All right, next player. Deb, next player.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hazel.
Lately I've been feeling gray. God,
All right, that counts. Next player.
Matt.
Because it's white and it's black. Jamie.
20
No,
seconds.
white. I have nothing.
All right. So you're out. You're dropped. All right. So Jamie's out of the challenge. We're left with 4: Matt, Deb, Hez, and Jumed. We start with Jumed now. The category is life events.
What do you
Right.
mean by events?
Life events meaning probably birthday, something like that.
Can you give us more examples? Please, like, give us 2 more. I think that's kind of big.
All right, so let's change the category then. All right, category now will be names of females in a song. All right, Jumed, 20 seconds into the clock.
When you say you up, then you say you keep me hanging on, but then I'm moving on. I'm standing still, Jenny. Jenny.
All right, next player. That was good though.
That was good.
All right, next player.
Hez.
All right, Hez, 20 seconds.
Come on, Barbie. Let's go, Barbie.
Ah, yes!
All right, next player. Matt.
Jolene. Deb's turn.
I'm Jay. Is that Lauren? No. Hey, Jamie. I'm sorry.
Jamie's out of the challenge.
Oh, who's that?
We
Jumed?
have- Jumed has yourself and Matt.
Okay, Jumed.
20 seconds.
Rings like a bell through the night. And would you love to love Rihanna?
Okay.
Yep.
Next player.
Hez.
20 seconds.
Oh my God, I don't know anything.
You can think though. You have 10 seconds left.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
All right, it's okay. All right, so Hez is out. Hez is out. Matt, Deb, and Jumed are still in. All right, next category is Alright, let me go back to my category list. The category now is animals. Animals, and we start with Teacher Deb. 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Animals.
5 seconds.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
All right, she made it. Next player.
Yes.
I'm done. No.
Hez is out.
Oh, Jumed?
All right.
So it's just...
Jumed, yourself, and Matt. Jumed.
Okay.
Is it me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, let the dogs out. Whoop, 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 whoop. Man.
There's a she-wolf in my closet. Deb.
Cat scratch fever. His.
No, it's Jumed or
Oh, Jumed. I keep saying Hez. I'm sorry, you're next in my line. Jumed.
What does the fox say? Ding, 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 ding.
Good one.
Ding, 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 ding.
next player.
Oh, sorry. Is it Matt? I think it's
Alright.
Matt's.
Okay.
La cucaracha. Ay, Deb.
Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Doo-doo. Jumed.
I am the tiger is a There. Deb. Oh, Matt, sorry.
The ants go marching one by one by one by one. The Deb next turn starts right now.
Bad out of hell. Jumed.
You're fine.
Take a relax.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
Song.
Take these broken wings and learn to fly. Matt.
Good.
Okay. Rockin' Robin, Tweedledee. Deb.
Been through the desert on a horse with no name. Jumed.
Baby shark. Matt.
The cat came back the very next day. He just
I
couldn't
did cat.
stay away.
Right.
I did
Cat's
cat.
already been done.
Yeet.
Alright, so it means Matt is out of the challenge, which leaves Deb and Jumed in this showdown. So what's gonna happen is you don't have to say the name of the next player because after the word has been mentioned, you can immediately answer back.
Okay.
Right? But we are giving you guys 10 seconds for each round, for each turn this time.
Okay.
Alright, so we start with Deb. The category is months of the year. Alright, Deb, whenever you're
Yeah.
ready. So time starts now.
In September, the 21st of Jumed.
I actually have nothing.
Alright, which means teacher Deb wins immunity. Say from the vote, 1 in 5 chance of winning this game. As for the rest of you, one of you will be the 15th person voted out and the 6th, 7th member of our jury. Right, I will give you guys 10 minutes to answer or to strategize, and you'll see me at Tribal in a bit. Good luck.
Oh boy, I needed this. Oh boy, I needed this. I am a terrible singer. I know that, but I know songs, especially songs from the 70s and the 80s. I can pull out animals, places, anything you need. I needed this bad. I'm so sorry, Sophia, with your Margaritaville. I was with you, baby. It was a restaurant, but I'm glad you're gone. I needed this.
Before the challenge we just had, I would say that I want to send Deb home tonight. I love her, obviously, but I think she's such a jury threat. But now that she's safe, I think the waters get a lot murkier.
So right now I'm having conversations with everybody at the same time. We're all having individual conversations, and I think we're all doing a really good job juggling the alliance conversations as well. There's been no major missteps. There's been no major changes in action that would allow anybody to think that they're being blindsided. I think everybody's doing a really good job.
I think one of our biggest connections coming into the game was that Sophia and I we don't look like we could, potentially manipulate people. So a lot of people trusted us. A lot of people messaged us all the time. So that was definitely one of the things that we had in common. That's why we were always kind of in the knows about the game.
I'm at the point where Sophia and I aren't chatting individually in the same way that we were 3 rounds or 5 rounds prior, and now I'm chatting more with Jumed and Jamie in a way that I did kind of predict, but Sophia and I just kind of naturally not reaching out to each other individually anymore is something that's making me think that she's trying to sneak into my position with Jumed and Jamie in a way that's going to cast me out validly in a few rounds. And so this round, I have decided in my head that Sophia needs to go.
Before we went to tribal, there was already talks about voting out Sophia, but that's a majority. That's a majority talking, and Sophia and Jamie are on the minority. I want to work with the minority to have a better position. So with that, that's already 3-3. So we can go to rocks. And as a player, if you want really to be the player that you want to be, you have to go to rocks, because that is the real test of being a survivor. So I approached Sophia, and I already told the plans that they're trying to get you out.
So right before we head to the tribal, the 4 of us, Matt, Jamie, Sophia, and I agreed to vote Hez.
And if you want to go rocks, I am willing to go rocks with you. However, Jamie is very unresponsive to my chat. So that's really an inkling to me. That's really a red flag to me that Jamie is not on board on that.
But that's the thing. We were partners throughout this whole thing. We were playing the same game, but the thing was she didn't. But our difference, I think, she's more great at like talking to people.
Yeah, so this is going to be a hard one to sell because I got Deb and Hez again to think that I'm going to be voting for Sophia, and I think that they haven't told anybody on the side that I should be with.
I still feel like JB and Matt are the 2 people that I can trust the most, and I have been talking to Jumed also. So I think Hez is going to be my vote tonight, just because we have the smallest amount of connection to each other, and I think Hez has the smallest reason to keep me in the game. So I know, I've been talking to Hez a little bit and our paths keep bumping into each other, but I don't know if we're going to be on the same path for this vote.
All right. Welcome to another tribal council. Please welcome Collin, the voted out last tribal 6th member of our jury. Okay, here we go. Final 6. Matt. Hi, Matt. So now that we've reached this point, most players consider this a cursed position. For most, but do you think that the votes are coming like the way you wanted it to be this tribal?
I think we can all agree that there is just a flurry of 10 minutes of people going crazy, and I don't think anybody is unaware of that. And to say that we know where it's going is a little spooky. So I'm not sure. I think with 6 votes, there's a lot that could be done. I think that there's a lot of options that could be pulled out of nowhere. I think that there's people who are close with each other here that this whole game they haven't been mentioning it yet, and that might be fun for them. I think that there's a lot of things that could be happening here, and I would like to think that my brain's on top of it, but who knows?
Who do you think are the 2 that you've mentioned?
Well, I didn't even mean like one pair. I think that like to get to this point in the game, like you have to have connections. I don't think anybody here is a GOAT right now. And I think that there's definitely people who probably linked up at some point in this game when we swapped 50 times like you made us do. And they told us, they told each other that like there is something going on. And I think that if you have those cool, we should like enjoy those. And I'm sure other people have a lot of cool ones too. And we'll see what happens with this vote.
All right, Sophia. We think tonight is an easy vote?
I do not think tonight is an easy vote. Just like Matt said, seriously, the last 10 minutes have been nonstop back and forth with pretty much everyone, different permutations of folks in the chat. And I just hope it's not me tonight, but you never know, right?
All right, Jamie. At this point in the game, players will be considering jury. You might be considering taking someone with a lesser gameplay to the end, and some people might think that it's better to bring the people that they trusted with from day one. Where do you sit with that?
Definitely right now we're kind of, I feel like this is a crucial moment in the game, and it's very important to first get to the end. That's kind of the main goal right now.
All right, Deb, you won immunity. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So with that, how do you think the tribe is going to vote tonight?
Let me just put it this way. I'm really glad I have immunity. I'm really glad. It's going to be something. That's all I can say. I don't know.
All right. So, heads. All right. All of the people are considering their end games at this point because we're now down to 6 people. Like, how do you go from this 6 to making sure that if you reach the final 3, that you'll get jury votes?
That's the funny thing. I don't consider my F3 right now. I'm just considering my survival because I'm really at the bottom and at the mercy of this 5. So yeah, if I'm still here, then I'm lucky. But I feel like this is me tonight. Like tonight is the night.
All right, heads. Do you think someone is controlling the 5, or is it like, do you think?
I'm pretty sure there's like a lock-in final 3 already, and those 2 people like is like being played around their finger. And kudos to that person or to that 3.
Who do you think that is?
I can't tell. I'll just tell in the Ponderosa later.
Okay. But you're
sure. It was but I've already told everything. Like I already laid out everything that I know, and yeah, no one's really budging. Yeah, so that's it.
Jumid, everyone's at this point a threat to win the game, and there's still 3 Filipinos and 3 Americans. So that makes it an equal fight for nationalities. But like was mentioned a while ago, in the past tribals, there's no such thing as an all Filipino and all American alliance. So where do you go from here towards the final 3?
I would say that I just really have to stick with the people whom I have worked with since the beginning. But just to be transparent, if there's any round in the game where I'm really scared, it's probably this round, because this is the first time that literally 2 out of the 5 other castaways only spoke to me.
So do you think you're probably on the chopping block as well?
Yeah.
All right.
I want to say one more thing.
Sure.
So, I have an idol, and I am not going home this round. So I think that the people that I talk to will be very happy to know that the plan that we talked about will go off, because if otherwise, there's going to be some unhappy people. So, and I'm not playing with that because I've played one of these before and I came in 6th, and I'm making it to 5 in this thing. So I can show you it if you want. Am I allowed to do that?
By all means.
Cool. So congratulations, you have found an immunity idol. This will keep you or a tribe mate safe from being voted out at one tribal council. This cannot be stolen from you. If you use the idol and you have the highest number of votes, the person with the second highest number of votes will be eliminated from the game. I just want to make it clear that I've been loyal to the people I've been loyal to this game, and I've had a lot of very personal chats with you guys, and I really, really think that this is going to be a good thing for us, and I really want to make it to 5, so I'm going to. So thank you.
Okay. All right. So there's this Jumid. Matt showed this idol. Do you think that it could potentially be a bluff? Is he going to use it right now on this tribal, or are you going to save it for another one?
It will really depend on him, but if you're gonna ask me if Matt should use it right now, I don't think he should use it for this round.
Okay. We shall see if Matt will play his idol or not, or who knows. Things have been very surprising these past few tribals, and technically we really don't know how the votes are gonna go. But we will find out because it is time to vote. You know the drill.
I'm sorry, Hez. I got wind that you're tight with Deb, and I don't want Deb to have any more power than she already does. So unfortunately, it's you going home tonight. Hopefully.
This could be me, but with, I'm hoping for a Hail Mary.
Okay, if anybody has a hidden immunity idol and you want to play, now would be the time to do so.
Yeah, so I like straight up wasn't kidding. I like refused to get 6th, so I'm playing my idol.
Okay. All right, I can confirm that this is Matt has an immunity idol. So Matt, all votes for Matt will not count. Anybody else? Okay, once the votes are read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. I will read the votes. Okay, first vote. Heads. Sophia. 1 vote heads, 1 vote Sophia. 2 votes heads. 3 votes heads, 1 vote Sophia. 2 votes Sophia, 2 votes heads, 1 vote left. Sophia, we are tied. Alright, 3 votes Sophia, 3 votes heads. Right, we are going to re-vote. You can either vote for Hez or Sophia. So the only people who will vote are Matt, Jamie, Jumid, and Deb. Alright, it is time to vote.
Sorry, Sophia, you've dodged too many votes, but you're super cool. I just have to make this up to Hazel because I hurt his feelings pretty bad.
Alright, we're going to reread the votes. I'll reread the votes. First vote, heads. Sophia. Heads. And Sophia. We are tied again. Alright, this is how it's gonna go. The tribe needs to come to a consensus to decide whether it's Sophia or Hez. Otherwise, Jumid, Jamie, and Deb. Jumid and Jamie will go to rocks. Because if we can't reach a consensus, Sophia and Hez will be safe. Matt has played his immunity idol, so he's already safe. And Zeb has won the immunity necklace, so she is safe. So we need to go through a consensus. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes to talk amongst yourselves in this tribal, and I'll ask you again after a couple of minutes your decision.
Okay. What are we voting for, guys?
I want to know who voted who.
Oh, Matt's muted.
Thanks for speaking with me.
So, I told Hazel earlier in this game that he was a huge threat and that I needed to take him out, and we had a chat about it where we both got really emotional, and it was really sad because we both kind of like realized this was a game and that we were playing, and then we also had a moment where we were like, fuck, like we didn't realize that this was going to be like as emotional as it is. Hazel, I tied up this vote for you and I kept myself safe in case Rox went to it because I wanted to make sure that you know that this is not personal, Hazel. And it like, I played one game before where like it was so personal that it affected me for so long, you know? And like, that's not it. Like, you and I chatted and like then we left for so long. And I'm gonna vote you right now, Hazel, but I like wanted there to be an idol play potentially or something like that, and like it wasn't there, and I kept myself safe, and I wanted you to have an opportunity so it didn't just look like I'm not lying. Like we were on different parts of alliances, you know, and I made bonds, and that round really mattered, and that round I called you out, and I'm so sorry, and I like wanted you to be able to pull out an idol right now or something, or I wanted you to be able to do something, but I I wanted this game to be like fun, and it's like killing me, you know?
Stop crying, Matt, so stop crying.
Yeah. I don't yeah.
So Matt, what are you wanting to do?
I will vote for Hazel, but I also like want to be safe from Rox, and that's why I played my idol. So.
How about you, Deb? Do you want to vote me out?
No.
Thanks.
I don't. Mm-mm.
So what's going to happen?
I'd rather see it go to Rox.
Yeah, I think it's Rox. You like that, James?
Well,
Sophia, do you want to say anything?
Sorry?
Do you have any words or anything?
I really have been having so much fun with this game that I don't want anybody to have hurt feelings or feel bad about the decisions, because I think we're all just playing in, you know, it's this one glimmer of hope in like a world of literal despair right now. So
Sophia, I feel the same way you do, and I think we're kindred spirits. Even though I'm voting for you, I think we're kindred spirits because that's what makes the game fun.
I understand. Yeah, I would love to stay in the game, and I'm happy to work with everyone who's still in it, who's still playing. I'm just having a blast. I think that's all I do myself. Yeah.
Okay. So have you reached a consensus?
I'm at a point again where the same two people that I defended when I threw out Hazel's name are the same two people now that could be going home from Rox, and now I'm like, you know?
Yeah, that's where I am too, because I told Jumet if he went with me, he wouldn't go home.
All right.
Wait.
Jamie?
Jumet, what are you thinking?
Say yeah.
Right now, I really think that Deb is the decision maker, to be honest. Because
Deb, what do you want to do?
Because it's either we agree with her and we're all safe, or we go to Rox. And I'd rather be on the safe side right now. I'm sorry, Hez. Super sorry.
It's okay, you're going to Rox anyway, so yeah.
We're going to Rox.
Are we?
Yeah, pretty much, because Matt and I can't agree.
Yeah, Matt and Deb cannot agree, so yeah.
Well, Matt can still change his mind, right?
James,
I can still change my mind. Jumet and Jamie, if we have a next round where we can all chat and have a 5 where we actually have this game change.
Yep.
Oh, I don't think that's going to happen, Matt.
No.
Because Because again, we'll be 5 people then voting and trying to get people out. I just don't see that happening. Now, Jumed and Jamie, I will commit to the 2 of you if you 2 can agree on whether Sophia or Hez go. I'm willing to go with you 2 if Matt's willing to go with you 2. Matt?
Deb, Matt, Jumed, and Jamie has an alliance already, so it's better not to agree with them because they're going to vote you out anyway at the next round.
You're talking about me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
But the way it goes is that Deb has to
send one of these person out now so we can have like another momentum.
That's true. That's true, Hez. I got you, man. That's it.
Okay. Now you got me. All right.
No, I'm not. Oh, wait,
James, how does it work? Does Deb need to choose either Sophia or Hazel?
No.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as she's with the consensus, that's all.
But Jumed went with us, Hez. Jumed went with us against Sophia.
All right. So before things get out of control, I will ask the tribe. I will ask the 4 of you guys, Matt, Deb, Jumed, and Jamie. Have you guys reached a consensus?
I don't think so.
Jamie and Jumed, what are you thinking?
I think for the.
Jamie wants to talk. Let Jamie talk.
Yes.
Honestly, like, I love Sophia. She's been with me since day 1, but I feel like she'll also understand how the game works. We were so close to the end.
We're so close to the end, though, Jamie.
And now Jamie has a 50-50 shot, and so does Jumed.
I know.
Jamie and Jumed, will you vote
if
Sophia?
you and Jumed, I don't know. I don't know if Matt would change or not. So I don't know.
I mean, Jamie, I do think you should do whatever you think is going to be better for you down the line, but I'm not sure if you have a stronger.
And I'm not sure. Like I said, Matt and I are not really. We're not agreeing on this at all.
Right. I will ask the 4 of you one by one.
If the rest of the tribe vote Sophia, I will vote Sophia. Sophia, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Deb, disagree. We have to disagree because they will team up on the next round.
And then if she disagrees, we'll go for Hez.
Yeah, you will go to rocks anyway. So yeah, we limit the power of Matt. All right, limit the power.
No, Hez, are you not willing to go, Sophia?
I mean, they have to go to the rocks first. All right.
I don't think Hez and I even vote.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You 2 don't vote. That's right. That's right.
All right. You have to disagree with everything that was going to happen so that we can go to rocks. All right. So that
Deb, who will you vote for?
What?
And you can make sure that Sophia
But what we're saying is that
I'm voting for Sophia.
I'm voting for Sophia.
I'm voting for Sophia.
All right. So which means. All right, which means the tribe has reached a consensus.
Yeah. I'm so sorry, Sophia.
I'm sorry, Sophia.
I love you, Sophia. You're the best. That's why I'm voting you out.
All right. So this means that Sophia, you are the 15th person voted out of Zoomvivor No Borders, and you are our 7th member of our jury. And man, that was one way to go. What? Any last words for the tribe?
Just thank you all for such a great time, and I look forward to watching the rest of the tribals play hard.
All right. All right. So with that, the tribe has spoken.
Oh, it was all great. Like I loved every part of it. If you ask anybody like that I live with or my family members about the past like 48 hours, it's just been me talking about this game. So I've been having a blast, and I loved getting to know all the people that I played with. I don't know. I might be tooting my own horn a little bit, but I feel like people were voting for me because they saw me as someone who is dangerous going to the end and potentially winning. But I'm a little shocked that Jamie switched on me, but I do see that she has a path forward to make it to the end. So even though our alliance was game long, I understand in the end why she did that. Pretty much, I want to say it was even before the first tribal, but it was really early on, and she let me know that she wants to be paired up with me, and like I'm her number one and she was mine the whole game. Pretty much every alliance that I was in, she was also in. So that made it easy to keep telling the truth with her. Also, she really showed me her trustworthiness and loyalty by showing me her idol so early on, and I knew that this was someone I can trust. I mean, her idol was the one that I played that, you know, saved me quite a few tribals ago, but I really think she was like my go-to girl the whole game. I could count on her. The way that I understand it is that Deb and Hez were really tight, and they were going to stick together, and I don't know, it seems like they're going to stick together through the end if they can. And I know Matt and Deb are really tight. So even though Matt and I had an alliance, I think Matt was easily swayed. And then it just ended up that it was either Jumit or Jamie going home if they were going to go to Rocks. And I think Jamie saw the writing on the wall, and like a 50-50 chance is not as good as complete safety by sending me home. So I don't know. Well, I think I have to say I'm rooting for Jamie. We were together from the beginning. She was so fun to play with, and I feel like we always had each other's backs until we literally couldn't anymore. And I would love her to keep playing big, don't be afraid to make those big scary moves, and make it to the final three. Well, I loved everybody else too, not necessarily always in an alliance way, but just as a person way. I hope they keep playing hard too, just maybe not quite as hard as Jamie.